How to prepare Asaana. Asaana is a Ghanaian drink normally made by the Airways. These are the main ingredients. The main ingredient is crushed corn, a very dry corn that has been crushed like this. So what you need to do, you soak this crushed corn for 3 good days for it to ferment like this. You can smell it. So what you're going to do, I'm going to cook this. I'm going to pour this in my cooking pot and cook it for about 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm going to cook it in my pot, boil it. You can smell it because it's a fermented corn anyway, so you can smell it. That's how it is. That's the flavor. So I'm going to boil this for about 30 to 45 minutes. And then after boiling the soaked fermented corn for about 30 to 45 minutes, you melt your sugar in your pot till it's almost burnt before you start adding the cooked fermented corn. We'll come back to that. This is the fermented crushed corn boiling now. So I've cooked this for about 10 minutes now. That's why you can still see the foams on top. But if it's ready, all the foam is going to disappear and settle nicely. Now you can see the foam is all dried up to be like this. So our fermented corn is ready now. So what I do is I melt my sugar. I cook my sugar to burnt. It takes a lot of sugar. So if you use about half cup of the corn to make with the 6 or 5 cups of water, you have to use about this cup full of sugar. You melt about this cup full of sugar to do it. So this is my sugar burnt. So what I'm going to do is I take it off the heat, and then I add this my cooked corn, fermented corn solution. I add it gradually. So you stir it till you see that all the burnt sugar is dissolved and you've got the color. So back home what they do is they have a special white cloth purposely for straining this. But if you don't have that cloth, you can use your very fine strainer, a very fine strainer, and then you strain it. You strain the chaff out. So this is the chaff from the corn. See? So you're going to leave this to cool. Or first of all, you can taste it. You taste it to see if the sugar is sweet enough for you. It depends the way everyone likes it. If it's not sweet enough, you can add a bit of white sugar to sweeten it, because the sugar we use in browning this is burnt. So sometimes you have to be careful. If not, it can give you a bitter taste because of the burnt sugar. You taste this solution. If it's not sweet enough for you, you can add a bit more white sugar or brown sugar, and then you leave it to cool. You leave it to cool, and then you store it in the fridge. So anytime you want to serve it, you just pour some. It's served chilled. You can add some cracked ice to it and serve it with your ice cubes. You can serve it with your ice cubes, or you just leave it in the fridge to chill and you serve it chilled. So this Asaana is hot now, so I'm going to cool it down before I pour it in a plastic container or a jug and leave it in the fridge. You can store it in the fridge for about 4 weeks. This asana ready. It's chilled now. Even if you pour, you see that it bubbles up, and it's a bit thick. That's why they serve it with ice cube. That's the asana.